Well, good afternoon, everyone. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Pins, and this will be my 20th attempt at one of these vlogs. Today is Monday, February 18th, year of our Lord 2008, and it has been quite a while since I've done one of these. In fact, it's been quite a while since I've posted on 360 and or Multiply. It's been a while. I think 10 or 11 days, as a matter of fact, since I actually posted a blog. So I thought it would be time to come back in and catch up a little bit, check on some friends, see how we're all doing. So we'll call this first part here Catch Up Time with Pins. So first of all, for all my friends on 360 and Multiply, how the heck you doing? Missed you all. Occasionally I'd sort of stop in and check a comment or two. I know Bren was busy giving me comments, and some other people. Just been very busy time of the year for me here, pretty much since middle of January up through now. For those of you who don't know, I work at a local university in administration, and I also do adjunct teaching, and I also do some consulting on the side for both statistics and computer network security. So it's been a busy time at work. In fact, the next couple of weeks will be busy, and then I'll get to take a little bit of a break. I've also been very, very busy with family, my sisters and brother-in-law, getting pretty much cultured up, as they'd say. Been to several plays and symphonies and musicals, etc. over the last couple, 3 weeks. Saw Chicago last week, saw The Lion King this past Saturday. Went to see the West Virginia Orchestra Symphony Orchestra. I have to forget the order of that. They did a little Beethoven and some other stuff, so that was very good. So I've been busy with that as well, and actually been busy around the house. In fact, getting a lot of things cleaned up for the almost getting ready for spring cleaning. Today, just looking over, I caulked the inside of my fireplace, both the inside and outside, and just getting that ready. I know I should have did that last fall, but was a little busy. So anyhow, so that's what I finished up just a little while ago, and before I have an adult beverage and relax for the evening, I thought I'd try one of these vlogs again. So first of all, to all you, I hope you've been well. I know some of you have been under the weather with this darn flu that goes around, or head colds, or sinus conditions. Just know that I've been thinking about you, and figured it was time to come back here and say hello and tell you how much I missed all you guys. So, anyhow, oops, bumped the camera there. Sorry about that. Let me catch up a little bit later with some personal highs. Also, in my personal life, I'm getting ready to take a couple of vacations over the next 2 or 3 months. Going out to Las Vegas in March for about 6-7 days. And again, I'm going out with a couple sisters and brother-in-law. That'll be my first trip ever to Vegas, I think. Yeah, I've never been to Vegas. I'm not a real big gambler. I think I've said that many times in my blog, so I'm going out to see some of the sights and hopefully get some shows in and get some rest. I'm sure I'll have a few adult beverages while I'm playing the slots or 21, or I'm not real big on too many table games, but give 21 a shot there. I recall I did okay in that a couple years ago. Anyhow, so that about catches you up on my personal life. For those, again, who are familiar with my vlogs, you know I like to touch on 3 areas. So let's get started on those. The 3 areas today are, of course, news, sports, and some special personal highs. As far as the news, on the political side, of course, Hill Baby and Billy Clinton have been obviously in the news. A lot of folks on the talking head circuit seem to think that Hillary's on her last legs. I'm one of those people that until you hear the last whimper or see the legs out from underneath the house when it falls on her, those two seem to be able to come back from the dead, it seems. So not counting them out yet. Obama does seem a bit dynamic, although what was today? He was plagiarizing speeches, I think they declared for him today. I just think it's very interesting. If you watch CNN, they're obviously the pro-Clinton network, and if you watch MSNBC, they're the pro-Obama network, and then, of course, neither one can do right on the other shows. I don't really watch a whole lot of news talking heads anymore, although when I do, I watch Fox News, and I do believe that's pretty fair and balanced. I know some of you are giggling and laughing there, but For those of us who are libertarians and you try to watch MSNBC and some of those folks on there, even CNN, I don't think I've turned on CNN for years. So, anyhow, some other big news items that came across my radar screen. Of course, Kosovo declared its independence from the Serbian, whatever that area is over there. And that should be interesting how that plays out. I mean, I know they've had a lot of violence over in that area, and the Muslims were killing the Christians, and somebody else was killing the Muslims, and it'll just be interesting to see if that part of Eastern Europe can ever get back to a peaceful situation. Although I don't think they've had peace there for several hundred years, so who knows. Last week there was another shooting on a college campus. This one was out in Northern Iowa University, I guess. Somebody dressed in black and had a disgruntled situation with an ex-girlfriend or something, and off his medication. So I'm sure that'll be investigated. Although when you talk to people at work about this, and as you know, I work on a college campus. There wasn't as much flare-up this time as there was with, of course, the Virginia Tech. Of course, the numbers were much different. But it was almost as if a lot of folks have become somewhat numb to this, and that's sorry to see and sorry to have to say. Anyhow, some other news items. The stock market's still in flux. Bernanke and some other folks were talking about the economy in a recession, not in a recession, approaching a recession, just a lull, etc. So I'm not quite sure where it is right now. I know the price per oil has gone back up near $100 per barrel. So I think the stock market will probably stay in flux through June. So for those of you that did your taxes already and are getting your money back, put it into a money market or whatever until maybe June or July. And even then, not sure what's going to happen. I did my taxes and put them in already, both the federal and state, and I think I'm going to use my refund this year to maybe put a down payment on a new car. The old Buick there has about 100,000 miles on it, so still runs good, knock on wood. Wasn't knocking on my head there. Now you guys behave over there. All right, let's move on to phase two here, talk about sports. For those of you who are NASCAR fanatics, of course, Ryan Newman won the Daytona 500 yesterday, and apparently received a push from heaven, or whatever they called that, a bump from heaven from his teammate Busch. So I didn't watch too much of that. I think I saw some highlights last night, but I was actually catching up on some reading and some work around the house yesterday. On the baseball front, of course, pitchers and catchers reported to spring training, and the useful idiots down in the Beltway, of course, held their big steroids hearings last week with McNamee and Clemens, and boy, was that pretty much of a joke for anybody that could stomach sitting through 4.5 hours of that. Again, that I just saw the highlights at the end of the day, and it was just crazy. And then I see where the chairman of that committee, Waxman, came out afterward and said, nope, never should have had those meetings or hearings, but he blamed it on Clemens for asking for it when Clemens was subpoenaed to go testify, so you go figure. All right, college basketball's starting to heat up this time of year, although those of you that are Duke fans, I think your team lost last night, so you'll probably drop out of the top spot or top two spots and move down a little bit. Who beat you guys last night? Wake Forest, I think, by, 10 or 12 points, I think. North Carolina is my favorite team, and they got banged up, one of their guards, and so they've been dropping down. Those of you that are big fans of the Big East and the Big Ten, you've got some exciting teams there, although I think that coach for Indiana, Sampson's on his way out after his latest cheating allegations. So, anyhow, that's about it for sports. The NBA All-Star Game and Slam Dunk and Three-Point Contest was over the weekend, but that didn't really catch my interest. So I think the East won, and Dwight Howard won the Slam Dunk Contest with some kind of Superman cape throwdown or something. So you're on your own for that. All right, I know this is running long here, so let me get to my personal special highs here for today. My very first special one is to Gretchen. What's her name? I know you're going through a lot of issues down there. Just know that I dearly love you, woman, and you're in my thoughts and prayers, and if there's anything I can ever do, I'm only a phone call away or a message or an email or something. So you're in my thoughts and prayers. Love you dearly. Sergeant Debbie, I know you've been working way too hard down there for someone so young and pretty, and I'm sorry to have to hear that, but I think there's a light at the end of your tunnel there with your degree coming up and maybe a new career and everything, but that's up to you, and know that I dearly love you as well, and you're in my thoughts and prayers, and your family as well, and hope everything's going to work out for you in the very short term down there, so big hug for you too. D. Cowgirl from wherever you're from now, thanks for your comments and messages. You know I dearly miss you and love you dearly, and you've been in my thoughts and prayers, and I really appreciated your blogs lately. Some of that was very touching about how you handle the animals and some of your other anecdotal information, which I found to be very insightful. Told me a lot about you, and very special. So know that I dearly love you as well. My special Bren down there in the great state of Louisiana. I heard you're getting over a sinus infection, headache, etc. I sure hope you don't get the flu on top of this. I know how miserable you felt the last few days over the weekend. Although here's my hint and tip for you. You need to wear clothes when you go outside, woman. All right, let's see. Special hi to Tiger. Karen, how the heck you doing? I know you're very busy with work as well. I did check on your blog or your page a while back and noticed that you've been off and on as well, so I'm assuming it's work-related or family-related, and just know that you're in my thoughts and prayers as well. Tina, Sensual Butterfly, I know you're in the midst of the move, so good luck with all that. Hope you get your house, and you're in my thoughts and prayers as well. Very, very special hi to my sweetest future one, Asen, over there in that great land of Turcoville. Know that dearly love you, and you're in my thoughts and prayers as well, and good luck with your next evaluation. Know that I'm thinking about you. And just another couple smatterings of special highs up there to Pittsburgh, Cindy. I hope you're recovering well from that knee surgery. Let's see here. Lamb Chopster, I know you're out, I think, in Nebraska taking care of some family. They've been sick and stuff, so I really hope everything goes well there. And some of you have lost some loved ones recently, and know that you're in my thoughts and prayers. So, again, I know I can't cover everybody, just the real quick ones that came across the top of my radar screen, but I dearly love all my friends on 360 and Multiply. Jade and Jamie and Catalina and Cortana and all you other folks. Very special highs to you. Love you dearly, and I've missed you greatly. So, all right, I know this is running on pretty long here, so I better call it a day here. Hopefully I'll be on the blog again real soon, but until then, love you, miss you, and I am out of here. Be good, stay safe.